This is going to be for Aries. Welcome, Aries. We're going to do a mid to end of March energy reading and get some messages from Spirit out. See what kind of energy is coming at us and how best to work with it through the end of the month. How is everybody doing? I'm doing good. I'm very excited. I'm where I am in the world. We've got spring finally upon us. And I always feel way better, way more grounded when I can get outside and experience the blossoming of new life all around me. All right, we're going to start off by getting you a couple of oracle cards at the base of the spread here, just to get a jump on the energy. What can we let Aries know, please? Whoop. We have got the number 24 card. It says, trust in the places you feel guided towards, space, time, and self, infinity, reincarnation. See that? There it goes. Sometimes it takes a second before it wants to focus. And the 5D. Feels like it's time to go with the flow and follow some intuitive nudges about places to be, places to visit, different directions to take. This is the number 9 card. It says, your energy is valuable, protect it well, the protectress, strength, boundaries, amulet. I like it. Maybe it is time to call some of our energy back to ourselves from places that it just doesn't belong. Maybe it's time to get yourself a amulet, something to wear that feels protective. I know I've got an amethyst scry that I wear around my neck. And number 43, just let me be, liberation, free spirit, wild, authentic. I love it. I've been getting so much of this energy lately coming through about the need to let loose, feel liberated. Are you going to focus for me? Messages about self-acceptance and trusting self, trusting the call from within and feeling liberated, free to be who you need to be. So I've gotten a lot of energy like that coming through lately for the collective in general. All right, we're going to get some tarot on top of it, get some more specific messages for you from Spirit for Aries, please, my friends. Can we do with this energy? What does Aries need to know, please? We've got the 5 of Wands and the Tower coming up on top of this number 24 card. So we may have had some conflict resulting in some realizations. Sometimes, they're being very specific now. We've got the High Priestess and the Magician too coming out on top of this your energy is valuable card. And definitely we've got intuition and creation here with the High Priestess and the Magician coming in. We'll get back to this Tower message, but they were very insistent that this come out like right now with the Magician and the High Priestess. So this is definitely whatever we're manifesting, following our intuition towards what we're manifesting. And the Magician has all of the suits at the tarot at his disposal to combine and create the reality that he's looking for. And the High Priestess is the intuition, that connection to higher self that's going to allow you to know how to combine those things in order to make the energy create the reality that you're looking for. And it feels like over here, because this says trust in the places and the things that you are guided towards. And I'm kind of getting this energy of like, maybe we were guided towards a situation that had some conflict involved in it, but it was in order to give us this tower moment. Yeah, you've got the well coming out on top of that message as well. So the well is a unique card to this particular deck that I'm using. And this card refers to being connected to source energy, allowing the energy from the well of all that is to flow into you. You can see she's leaned over that well, just absorbing all of the energy that's coming out of it and allowing that to fill her up and be her guide over here. I'm getting that either a conflict that already happened that led to a tower moment, or one that's on the horizon. Maybe someplace you felt strongly guided to and trusted your instincts ended up feeling conflicty or feeling like a problem, but there's some useful realization or tower moment coming out of that, something that helps you realize that there was a reason that you were guided towards that situation. The Ten of Wands coming up with it as well. So there's actually a harvest in store from it. It may have been laborious. There may have been work that we had to do to get to this harvest. But the Ten of Wands means that we're almost done cultivating what it is that we were looking for out of that situation. He's carrying his harvest home on his back in order to have a feast, a celebration. Let's get some cards out over here. It says, just let me be. Liberation, free spirit, wild and authentic. What can we let Aries know about this energy over here, please, Spirit? What do they need to know right now? We've got the Seven of Wands coming up. We've got the Artist coming up. And the Nine of Pentacles coming up. That's a very strong energy of definitely, it says be wild and free, be authentic. And then you've got the Seven of Wands coming up with that, as well as the Artist. So the Seven of Wands, you can see that he's standing his ground. He's got the high ground. He's batting away all those other wands and standing up for what he really believes in, what he really wants on the Seven of Wands. The Artist card, it's another unique card to this deck. And this is about allowing source energy to create through you. So being the vehicle of creation with your energy in this 3D world, allowing source energy to use you as an instrument of creation in the 3D. So there's something here that you believe in, that your authentic self, your wild and free authentic self, that you're standing up for and fighting for, that source energy wants to be able to create in this world freely with you. And you've got the Nine of Pentacles coming out on top of that. So independence, abundance, and the ability to be generous and share, to shine on your own. This is really a card of being beautiful and abundant and being able to stand on your own 2 feet and being very attractive. Maybe in a conventional sense, but also in a like attracting what you want in like a manifestation sense as well. What else can you tell me about the situation here with the High Priestess and the Magician? What is Aries creating? What do they need to know about this, please? We've got the Seven of Pentacles, the Eight of Swords, and the Three of Pentacles coming up on this. So this very much has the energy of being patient with a collaborative situation, or patient with other people. Maybe it could be people at work, because there's something about it that you're not seeing at this time. That's what I'm getting off of this kind of card combination right now. Is the Eight of Swords is, see how she's wearing a blindfold and she's tied up. But the Eight of Swords usually indicates that there's some sort of self-imposed restriction or some sort of self-delusion happening with this card. Something that we're not seeing, maybe willfully not seeing, or maybe something that we're telling ourselves that isn't true. And these two cards coming up with it, the Seven of Pentacles is a card of cultivation and patience. This person, you can see, has been planting and growing and working and feeding on growing this crop over here, and it's just not quite yet ready for harvest. It can also sometimes, the Seven of Pentacles can feel slow or disappointing in a way. And you've got the Three of Pentacles, which is usually collaboration, working with other people. It can be a work situation or a community situation. Take it as it resonates for you. So it feels very much like there's something that we're not quite seeing about a work situation over here, or a collaborative situation that just it's requiring a little bit more patience or a little bit more cultivation, maybe, in order to take this blindfold off and see what's really happening with it. I'm going to grab a secondary deck and see if we can get a little bit more specific information on some of these. We've got the Seven of Cups. So there could have been a lot of different avenues or paths, or some confusion over which way to go. And the feeling I'm getting from it is that really, yeah, Ace of Pentacles coming up with that. So really follow your intuition to the Ace of Pentacles. Really, any of the paths that you pick have Ace of Pentacles. There's, how do I say it well? What I'm getting is any of the paths have an Ace of Pentacles within them. So it's not so much about choosing the right path at this time as it is about just feeling your way to which one you actually want, and then letting the Ace of Pentacles within it emerge for yourself. Any of the paths have the potential to be prosperous, but it's about being in the energy of the Ace of Pentacles, about feeling prosperous and finding the Ace of Pentacles in the path you actually want. Because that's coming up on top of that intuition card. We have the Fool in reverse and the Four of Cups. So it could be here that we are feeling a little bit, yeah, I get that energy. It's like feeling a little bit disengaged. Let me see if I can put this, because it's got the Fool. The Fool came out in reverse on this. So it's like something that was disappointing, or feeling a little bit, is got you feeling a little bit disengaged with this situation, and feeling not as excited. Like, we've got the Fool in reverse here. So maybe past disappointments have us a little bit hesitant to try to start off on a positive foot again. And I feel that energy. Like, sometimes when you're feeling like you've had all of these paths, you feel like you've tried different things, and it can feel disappointing, and it's hard to work up the energy for the excitement to begin again with the Fool in reverse. How can we work with this energy best, please, for Aries? What do we have to get excited about? Because I feel like it's asking that with this card over here to be authentic and be free, to unleash what's really inside, stand up for what you really believe in, to unleash this Nine of Pentacles. But I feel like we have a little bit of disappointment and confusion kind of blocking the energy at the moment. What's the best way to work with it, please, Spirit? for Aries, please. We've got the Devil coming out, the Four of Pentacles, and Judgment. It feels like something... It feels like something toxic that we're holding on to needs to just be risen above with this card combination. I'll show it to you really fast. You've got the Devil and the Four of Pentacles. And the Devil can really be read in a bunch of different ways. So you got to kind of take it how it resonates. It could be a toxic person. It could be a toxic habit. It could be... I'm kind of leaning towards or feeling like a toxic, like limiting belief, just because it's coming out on this side over here that has the Eight of Swords on top of it as well, which is going to be like a self-imposed restriction or a self-limiting belief. So I'm kind of getting that energy off of it and holding on. And the Four of Pentacles is holding on to it. So we're holding on to something that's not serving us in the direction we want to go in. And you've got the Judgment card coming out with that. So this is feeling like your angels and your guides. Let's get it to focus on the card. This is feeling like your angels and your guides are letting you know that they're prepared, they're there and offering and prepared to rise you up above it. Help is available right now. On the Judgment card, usually the people are being risen from the grave to a new life. There we go. Risen from the grave to a new life by the angel that's calling to them. So I'm getting a strong energy that you are not alone. Your angels and guides are there in assistance, and they're ready and prepared to raise you beyond whatever this limiting belief structure is. And we have a lot of independence and abundance over here. And it's on top of that authenticity card and standing your ground. Maybe we're feeling a little bit shy about fully being ourselves with other people, maybe. Let's see what it says. We've got the Nine of Wands, Three of Pentacles again, the Four of Swords, and the Knight of Swords. So I feel like we've been in an energy of resting and recuperating, maybe going within and asking ourselves questions about this. The Nine of Swords is the Wounded Warrior card usually. And there it goes. And this card is usually a card of we've been through it a few times. We've tried a couple of different things. We've been trying to throw things at the wall and see what sticks. And so we've gained a lot of experience with this card, with the things that we've been through. But you see he's still kind of staring at the pole, waiting for something to happen. It's like things just haven't quite worked out yet. We're trying a bunch of different things out, trying to find the one wand that actually works for us. And I was getting a similar energy with the Seven of Cups, is that maybe there's a lot of things going on that we've tried, and so things feel a little bit confusing. Like there was a lot of different options, especially when it comes to working with other people. You've got the Three of Pentacles again. And we've got this down over here too, along with the Seven of Coins, the being patient. So maybe we've been patient with working with other people. And so on top of that, coming out, you've got the Knight of Swords, though. So it feels like there is finally some clarity or some breakthrough coming in, some truth happening for you. that may have to do with going within, doing some meditation, or really just finding your authenticity. This is all coming out on this spread over here with that authenticity card on the bottom of it. So maybe we have found some clarity. There it is. Maybe we found some clarity about what it is our authentic self and our authentic goals really are. The swords is a mental suit. So this has to do with how we think about ourselves. And you can see that he's surrounded by butterflies there. So the Knight of Swords charges in with a transformation or a change, some knowledge or information that is transformative or changing for us. Just the advice, please, Spirit, for Aries. You've got the Hermit, the Queen of Wands, oops, the Eight of Cups, and the Magician. That's great advice. I love it. The Hermit to the Queen of Wands here is like we've gone within and found that inner light, that shining star, that peace that is authentically our own guidance coming from within. And we're ready to pull it out, put it in the lantern, and use it as our guiding light moving forward and to shine it for other people with the Queen of Wands coming out. This is a fire energy, Aries. And the Queen of Wands is beautiful, independent, not afraid to do her own thing and to stand out and to turn heads, to face the sun and put herself out there in the spotlight. And with the Eight of Cups and the Magician, the Eight of Cups feels like it's a lot of times it's said walking away from that which no longer serves you. But in this case, like I'm going to take it a step further. It's not about walking away from what doesn't serve you. It's about walking towards what does. And I feel like that's the more powerful message coming off of this card is it's like beginning a quest, a journey of walking towards what does serve you, what does feel authentic to yourself, and manifesting the life out of that that you want. You can see the Magician over here coming out again. So that's the second time you've got the Magician card. With the Queen of Wands there, standing in your own authenticity, cultivated from within and beginning a journey towards your manifestation. That's a very auspicious message, Aries. I like it a lot. We're going to get you a couple of closing cards here from Spirit. We'll get you some oracle cards and see what inspiration we can leave Aries with on this message, please, Spirit. What do we got? We got the number 34 card. It says commit to happiness. And I love it. You can see that this is a rainbow goddess. She's stepping out. She's got all of the butterflies surrounding her. So she's been transformed by her own choice. She's committing to her own happiness. And you can see the rainbow colors there is she's got all of her chakras unblocked and flowing. And she's walking towards a bright future. You can see that she's led by her animal friends here in this card. So if you have a connection to an animal familiar, you have one of the animals in this card that stood out to you, maybe pay attention for that, look for that animal. It's beautiful artwork. I love these cards. And one more, please, for Aries. I love that. Commit to happiness. And positive-minded people, for sure. This card is about surrounding yourself with people who have a higher vibration, who are positive-minded people, and who are of the energy of lifting you up. It can also be a message of making sure that you are a positive-minded person as well. I love that. That's perfect. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Spirit, for the messages and for working with us and for the energy. We appreciate you always. Thank you so much, Aries, for being here. I appreciate you always, and have fun. We will see you later.